Well, finally we reached it. The end of The Witch's Road, the season finale of the Disney Plus exclusive Marvel television show Agatha All Along has just wrapped up. These 2 episodes gave us exactly what we needed, dramatic lows and crazy high points. And we are going to discuss all of them right here on Agatha, Kiss of Death and the Origin of Ghost Witch, season finale DOOMVIEW. The last episode ended with Lila Calderu's sacrifice, where she flipped the tower at the end of the escape room so that she and the Salem 7 would drop to their demise on swords sticking out of the ceiling. Agatha episode 8 opens with Mistress Death taking Alice with her to the afterlife. Alice, realizing that her time is up, is just heartbroken.
It's time to go. All the time I get? If I had a nickel.
Like, Agatha still doesn't have her power, so she basically killed Alice for nothing.
I want my prize!
I just have to say that Aubrey Plaza as Mistress Death is just amazing casting. I really hope we get more of her in the future of the MCU. Her one-on-one with Agatha is also great. They are literally negotiating about people's lives like it's nothing. Mistress Death is demanding that Agatha give her Billy Maximoff because his existence is disrupting the sacred balance of life and death. She also calls Billy an abomination.
He is an abomination.
Maybe that's a quick foreshadowing of the end of the episode. No, sorry, it's not. But next week, I will be releasing a video about the Abomination, where we talk about his original comic book origins and his debut to start out the MCU back in 2008. Leave a like. Where were we? Oh yeah, Rio tells Agatha that she is watching her closely and that the Witch's Road doesn't...
This walk with another woman's son on a road that doesn't... Stop!
Rio also tells Agatha that she gave her special treatment. Agatha really disagrees with that statement.
You call what you did special treatment. You gave me nothing.
Also, Rio tells Agatha that the son of the Scarlet Witch stole a second life. I think what she means by that is that Billy is somehow keeping Tommy alive. At the end of this conversation, Agatha promises to Rio that she will make Billy Maximoff give his life willingly to Mistress Death. But in return, she wants Rio to leave her alone until she will die of natural causes. Her last line to Rio is just cold.
And when I die, a long time from now, I don't want to see your face. Okay.
After that epic roast, Rio is so angry she literally cuts a hole through the set and leaves. Damn, yo ass got roasted. As soon as Mistress Death leaves, Billy and Jennifer Kill show up, and of course Agatha acts like nothing just happened, and they continue their merry way on the Witch's Road.
Ready for spectacle! Get ready for it! Our shoes.
In like a minute they trip over their own shoes. Come to find out that the Witch's Road is a circle. And Agatha is really pissed off right now. Especially at Billy.
And how exactly do we get off?
She screams at him like, if you don't know how to get off the road, then shut up. Billy Maximoff eventually comes to the conclusion that if the road doesn't respect them, then why should they respect the road? Because they took off their shoes to walk the road, and Billy's like, yeah, the road doesn't respect us, so you know what? So Billy just puts his shoes back on, and out of nowhere he disappears. Come to find out that by putting your shoes on, you go to the final challenge, which is basically Agatha, Billy, and Jennifer Kill. They all wake up in, I think it's like burial boxes, or like a box where you put a dead body before they get burnt or when they get examined. They're all in this room together, and they look at the ceiling and they see that it's grow lights, basically. So I think that they're in a secret grow house on the Witch's Road, which I can really dig. But they don't know really what the challenge is, because there isn't a card that explains what you have to do. They're kind of confused. Jennifer Kill, who finds out that it was Agatha who bound her, who stripped her of her power, and Agatha just did it for some money. And
are you the one who bound me? I don't know. You kept me like this for 100 years? I didn't know it was you. It was the 1920s. I did the odd spell for banknotes.
She does a ritual to Agatha to take the power that Agatha stole from her back by undoing the spell that Agatha did.
Oh, atta girl. Hold nothing. Oh, say it like you mean it. You hold nothing. 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 You hold nothing.
And now that Jennifer Kale has her power back, she basically finished the road and she just disappears. So I think that because she got what she needed from the road, she's just gone and you don't really see her anymore. Now it's just Billy and it's Agatha. Agatha tells Billy to sit down. We are going to get you what you need. And what Billy of course needs is he wants to find Tommy.
Sit down. We're gonna find your brother. Give him another life.
Agatha makes Billy concentrate so hard that he can find his brother. And this is actually quite an intense scene because she's letting Billy like search with his mind to find an empty vessel, a child or a person that is dying, so he can put the body of Tommy in that person. And what he sees a kid who is being drowned by other kids in the swimming pool. They're pushing him down, they're bullying him, and he's losing breath, he's losing consciousness. What my interpretation is of this scene is he puts Tommy's mind, his soul, into this kid's body who just died so that he will wake up again with the soul of Tommy inside of him, reincarnating the soul of Tommy Maximoff. So this was a really intense scene, and the moment that he finishes it,
am I killing this boy so my brother can live?
There's actually this really personal moment where Billy asks Agatha, did I just kill this kid by putting Tommy's soul into his body? And before Agatha can give the answer, Billy disappears. Agatha says to herself, is a line that really got to me. She says, no, sometimes boys just die.
No, Billy. Sometimes boys die.
And I had a young friend of mine, just a kid, who also died in a horrible accident. And for me, like, man, I just teared up hearing that line for personal reasons. That just really got to me. So I thought it was just a beautiful line, a great dialogue, and a really heartfelt moment. But maybe that's not something that y'all can relate to, but just for me, that moment really hit me at the heartstrings. This show so far has really hit me at the heartstrings, and I think it has been a beautifully made show. And now we get to what I thought we were going to get to. I predicted this, is that Agatha will die on the road. She will not make it out. The ground is cracking underneath Agatha. The room is crashing into each other. It's getting closer and more claustrophobic. She finds a little seed or something of one of her whimpers, and she puts it in the ground, and she's trying to make it grow, because this challenge is you have to make something grow, I guess. It looks like it's the end. All of the lights go out and she starts crying, and when she starts crying, finally this little seed starts to grow into a flower. In the last moment, she's crying, but still the room is crashing into her, but nothing happens. So she runs to the end of the hallway of this room and starts like banging on the door, crashes the door open, and what she sees when she goes out of there is she's back in her own house of Westview. The entire sky is green and lightning. On top of her house, she sees Rio, Mistress Death, and she is looking scary as ever.
I'm sorry I didn't have a ribbon for you to run through.
Mistress Death is going in on Agatha.
Death by 1,000 cuts!
Hurting Agatha. She throws glass at her. She uses the grounds, because she is the ultimate Green Witch, to grab her. She is fucking Agatha up, and this was a crazy scene.
Oh! Holy shit! What the fuck?
Oh my god, like the hairs on the back of my head were standing up. I was freaking screaming when this was happening. Right at the final moment that you think that Mistress Death is going to bring the killing blow to Agatha, Billy Maximoff shows up.
Holy shit, bro! Ooh, hey. Yeah. Who's fucking dope?
Full freaking costume, and he looks fucking dope. Like, man, I was screaming. This was for me like an endgame moment because I'm so invested in these characters after watching this show that when he showed up in his full outfit, I don't know, what's this guy called? I don't even know. Full Wiccan outfit. And I don't even know, I've never read a Wiccan comic, but when he shows up in that badass outfit, I was like, gosh, motherfucking damn it, this looks dope, man. There's this scene where he starts giving his power to Agatha. And I was like, oh, no. This is what Agatha wanted all along. Because she starts taking his power. You can see, just like Alice, his face is like getting white and he's turning weak. And Agatha keeps on taking the power, and she starts laughing maniacally, and she gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And oh man, I was so afraid that she would kill Billy Maximoff. I was like, damn it, Billy, you made a big mistake. You trusted a witch. For a moment there, I thought that she was gonna kill Billy. I was like, it's done. But right at the last moment, when Billy has still a little bit of that power left, she smacks Billy away. He falls in like the garden house, and you see Agatha, full form, final form, Super Saiyan, man. She is down to battle. And I don't know, the battle is not that impressive, but just the build up towards it, I think it's really dope to see. But then at a certain point, Agatha just tells him it has no point. It's Mistress Death. It's death itself. And death comes for us all. So we cannot fight her. And first Billy's like, let me give my life to save yours. And Agatha's like, no. I will sacrifice myself so that you can get away. Basically like the Deadpool Wolverine, like who's gonna sacrifice themselves. After that scene, Mistress Death steps out of the house where she just got smacked into, and Billy tells her, take my life instead of Agatha's.
I'll go with you. That's my choice. Take me.
And instead of that, Agatha says like, no, take my life. Agatha is like, yep, you can take Billy's. And I was like, oh no.
Take him. You heard him. The boy. As promised.
So she basically like manipulated Billy to make it so that he would give her life for her. Oh man, and I was like, damn it, Agatha, you are such a witch. Like Agatha is such a bad character.
I thought you were... What can I say? I'm a covenless witch.
Billy is like standing there like, but you said that you would sacrifice yourself. Like, if you really thought that, Billy, like, why did you even offer it to Mistress Death? Like, are you a dumbass or something? So Agatha just walks away and she's like, have fun with her, Rio. Enjoy yourself. Now you can leave me alone and I can live my life without you. Billy Maximoff, with his mind power, starts talking to Agatha. By doing what she's doing, this is also how Agatha's son died. But Agatha decides then, like, no, what, screw this. She walks to Mistress Death and gives her the kiss of death, because the moment that she starts kissing Mistress Death, she dies. Because I think that's what happens when you have physical, intimate contact with Rio. It was just a great moment in the show, and that they paid off the kiss from early in the season was just beautiful, and also shows Agatha's character arc. And by doing that, Agatha sacrifices herself so that Billy can go on to still be alive. It's over. Agatha died. My prediction was right, but there's still a little part of this episode. So Billy goes home and his parents are like, oh, what happened to you? Because he has blood on him and all that stuff. But he goes up to his room eventually and he looks across his room and he sees that all of the stuff that they did on the Witch's Road is stuff that he has in his room. Like he sees a poster of like the mother of Alice. He sees like a picture of like the Green Witch. And like all of these like Easter eggs of stuff that actually happened on the road. It's when we realize that actually the entire Witch's Road was made by Billy Maximoff. In the same way how Wanda Maximoff created Westview to be the perfect world for her to be with her family, her self-made family, how she created Billy with her willpower. Billy Maximoff was so powerful that he actually created the Witch's Road. And that is what it implies. And in that moment, you hear Agatha laughing behind him and the episode ends.
It was me. What?
So hey guys, I'm gonna cut it short here. I'm working on a separate video for episode 9 right now because I just think that Agatha is such a good show that the season finale deserves that every episode gets its own little video. So that you guys know I'm working on that right now. Doombot out. Have a great day. Namaste.